Check it out. Come and check us out. If we think it's sport, come see what we about. Check it out. Come and check us out. If we think it's sport, come see what we about.
Jay-Z in a Nets jersey. Reggie got Indiana. And he was
So you can see how everybody
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
So everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We asking.
so Mills, bro. Everybody want to know, bro. Why you got 50 bottles of cologne, bro? Talk to us.
Well, I gotta have options, man.
do you use every one? Is it like certain days?
I got a wheel I got on my phone, and I numbered the amount of colognes I got. I got like 32, I think. So I got 1 through 32 on the wheel. I spin the wheel every morning, whatever number I land on. That's what I wear for the day.
You serious?
Are you honestly the most?
serious.
Are you the corniest person probably in?
I'm absolutely serious. Unless I ask my wife what she want me to put on, and then she'll pick out her favorite. But other than that, man, it's just, picking whatever number roll up.
Is it a number you want to get to? Is it like you want to get to 50, 45? I mean,
Nah. I'm done for like a year or so. For sure.
I'm gonna nominate you, Mills, as probably one of the most corniest people I ever met in my life. Like that is.
It's not about being corny. I just want to smell good. What's wrong with smelling good?
there's nothing wrong with smell good.
I'm not. No. Men should smell good. The fact that you are spinning a wheel to see what cologne you're putting on in the morning, that's just like
it's a hard choice sometimes.
So you telling me all 32? I mean, I'm assuming you bought them. All 32 is like quality you will wear no matter what.
Absolutely.
It's not one that you open it like, nah, not today. You will put it on regardless.
Really?
Nah, I wear every last one of them.
I've never been. So what did you go? You went to Macy's and the lady was like, yo, can I have some cologne? And she was like, yeah, which one? You said yes. Like, all of them. You said yes.
Like 30% of them was gifts from my wife.
Okay.
And then the rest, I go in there. The way it work out is if I go in there and I get a bottle for her, or like for Christmas, for instance, I bought every female, like my mom, my sisters, my nieces, I bought all of them a bottle of perfume. Every last one of them. And when I went in there, it's like, yo, I'm already in here now. I might as well grab me one or two too. So every time I go buy something for somebody else, I end up buying one for myself too.
Do you wear? You said your wife bought you 30% of your colognes. Do you wear those more than the other ones?
I wear whatever the wheel land on.
Interesting. It's funny. We have a female here. We normally don't. We didn't introduce. Yeah. Oh my God.
Mike didn't transition or nothing. That ain't Mike's voice. That's a female voice.
I know. So yeah.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Right. Introduce our guest, man.
Okay. This is our longtime friend, right? All the way go back to high school days. Shout out to hashtag our dimers. Hashtag dimers, right? I never did that till just now. I literally just did that the first time right now. But this is Alexis Monet Stover, Miss Body Language.
That's crazy.
Alexis Monet, Miss Body Language. I want you to tell us who. People probably know who you are, but you introduce yourself.
That's who I am. Y'all can look me up. I'm not hard to find. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really hard to find.
Shout out to my girl Lex. Right. Shout out to Global. It's been a long time. Definitely been a long time. No, but we got a girl, and I did want to ask because Mills, you said she got your wife bought you 30% of your cologne. So if you're buying your significant other a gift, say it is cologne or whatever it is, how often do they have to use it for you to be happy? If it's like some cologne or something, or like some clothes, like do you want them to wear it immediately, or how does that make you feel?
Nah, it wouldn't bother me. Like if I'm buying it, it's gonna get used. I feel like because you're gonna know what your partner like. I mean, if I don't see nothing wrong with him having a million colognes, but I wouldn't spin a wheel. But I don't see nothing wrong with having a million colognes. I mean, if I buy something, I figure my partner gonna wear it or whatever the case may be, because I know what they like.
You know what they like.
But my point is, you want him to smell like that. The cologne that you're buying, you want him to smell that way.
Right, but if he got a plethora, they all gonna smell good. You know what I'm saying? Like they all gonna smell. If they coming from me, they gonna smell good. Oh, you got options. Shit, I got options. I got a bunch of smell goods. I got a bunch of perfumes.
Shout out to options.
I mean, I don't want to throw my fiance under the bus, but this is way back. This is way back when. This is way back when before, it was just something to do. She got me a perfume and a perfume. She got me a cologne. I think it was like Usher. Usher got a cologne. Y'all didn't know.
I think you do.
No, I know.
It's like the first one maybe he made, which it didn't get right yet. And I didn't like it, bro. I was like, right. Yo, this joint, I don't like strong, so I mean, for me, I like soft smell. So I don't know. I mean, I don't, so most of the colognes be kind of strong. I like soft.
I feel like you will kind of know your dude's scent, you know what I'm saying? Or kind of like the way he going. Like some dudes, you'll be like, oh, what you got on? They be like, don't worry about it. So you get to his house and you won't see the shit on the dresser, like, okay, now I know what the fuck that is. So then you just get an idea, like, all right.
Okay, let's see how she moves.
I told, like, I listen, I'm a big proponent of, even with gifts, like, I'm telling you pretty much what I want you to get. Like, even with cologne, I told my girl, this is what actually I like to wear. This is how I like to smell. And if you agree with that, then it works better for us. But that's
some people can't have to be that particular, especially when, like, they know that people is buying gifts, or people that actually buy gifts, they have to know what the person wants.
So, Preach, you one of those people that if you get a gift you don't like, you gonna give somebody else that gift?
Do I re-gift? I really don't necessarily re-gift, but I will make it known that this is not something that I want. I mean, I'm talking about for people that I love, not just like from random people. I do get a lot of gifts, thank God, and I'm appreciative of all of that stuff. But like, if it's something, I'm be honest, she did get me some cologne as well for Christmas, and it was like she got me 2. One of them I did like, the other one is Prada. No disrespect to you, baby, I love you, but I don't know if I even should be saying this, but okay, we can move on.
Okay, so
I don't want to get into a fight.
I saw a tweet and the girl said, if I bought you a cologne, I pretty much smelled it on another guy. How do y'all feel about that? Do that, essentially, if a girl bought you a cologne, she smelled it on another guy.
That's a fact.
Don't
tell me. You don't tell me.
I'm not telling him that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quiet. I won't wear it no more.
I ain't telling him that.
Because you gotta know that. You gotta know
because you think of another guy when I put it on.
That's not true.
At the end of the day.
I done been out to a lounge out of town, like, yo, you smell good. What's that you got on? They tell him like, oh, okay. And I just, I'm saying, oh, that's a miss. No, that smell good. Because then you already know, like, oh, I like how that smell. I could get my nigga that. You know what I'm saying?
But I've done that though. Like and pause.
The female. Asked the female what she wearing?
I've done, absolutely. I've done that. But I'm saying the guy version. Like if I'm around somebody and I smell something and it smells nice, it's like, yo, what is that? It's just like if you see somebody with a nice watch or some nice clothes.
Right,
I mean, you don't have to do it all the time. If you know. But like if it's something that I don't know, it's like, yo, where did you get that from? I'm not too crazy.
I say most men ain't that open. Most men just kind of like,
they're not.
A lot of men gonna.
You got to be secure in who you are to be like, oh, bro, what is that? That smells nice.
But let's move on to the next subject. I think it's appropriate that we talk about this. I think the men took a big W this last couple of days. Men, we won the war. A$AP Rocky, he knocked down the last one. Bro, Rihanna out of here, bro. All these hot girl summers, all that type of stuff, she gone. I don't know what y'all got to do. So how y'all feel about Rihanna? The whole A$AP thing, she pregnant. I mean, I guess I stole on here, so we can go to you first.
I mean, Alexis. Shit, it's her life. He had her on lock for a little minute now. So, I mean, I figured it was bound to happen. Like, she's feeling shit.
It looked genuine.
Shit, I love it for her. She looked cute as fuck in that shit. She's so raw, she didn't even have to post it. People was posting it for her. She ain't even post it on her social media. She's so raw with it. She just had to, here y'all go. Somebody take it. Now it's circulating the internet crazy. And now I'm saying viral. That's expected.
For sure. I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm not as crazed as everybody is on Rihanna. I mean, she's an amazing person, amazing artist, amazing entrepreneur, so on and so forth. But I'm just saying, as far as like looks, how everybody is like, oh my God, Rihanna, she is pretty. But I think it's good. Rocky has been cold like as of late. Like I don't know if he still does music.
I think he's more into fashion now.
Oh, okay.
Like her, she ain't doing music no more.
Yeah,
she ain't. Last album.
I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna get another album for Riri.
Right.
We've been waiting for years.
Probably not.
No way.
But I mean, like Rihanna is a mega star, though. I mean, no disrespect.
Got like 600.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Rocky is kind of a different person. Listen, and everybody in the comments, I'm not disrespecting Rihanna. I'm not.
You are.
No, I wasn't. I just said I'm not as big on her as far as like this sex icon. Like she's a nice looking girl.
She the one. She was the last. She was she was the one. I mean, for my thing, shout out to A$AP.
Last big name.
You know, he locked it up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of because I mean, we living in a different time. You know what I'm saying? Just this whole woman thing, and Rihanna got all the money in the world. She don't, she can do whatever she want. She can have, she been a female Drake for the longest, essentially. You know what I mean? So now that he locked her up, she out of here, man. So I think that's dope. Shout out to the men.
Shout out to A$AP, absolutely.
You got anything, Mel? No.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be It's gonna be a beautiful baby. It's gonna be a beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby.
Talented, right? Yeah, talented.
Talented, all of that.
But
it should be talented. It should be talented.
Yeah, talent don't always flow.
Yeah, it skip a generation sometimes.
Yeah, it do.
We'll see. I mean,
all right.
How old is Rihanna? She's 35.
33.
Like 32 or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, that's great. It's a perfect timing.
I did see that.
It's fine. I mean,
somebody did say that. I don't know, like something having a baby after 30 or something like that. Somebody had tweeted or something like that. But
what is it, a bad thing?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I'm not gonna speak.
We
on
live until we're 80
bodies.
years old. We live until we like life expectancy is like 80 years old now. So that's 50 years of, you know what I mean? You got mad. That's not. I don't think it's young enough. I'm old at all.
But so there is a cutoff when like women should have kids, right? Is there an age?
They say just because they say that, but I mean.
Janet Jackson just had one, right?
Right. I was about to say Janet had her kid at 50.
Janet just had a kid.
That's crazy.
3 years ago, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
With the billionaire, yeah, with the billionaire.
Right. What?
We almost lost Rihanna to the billionaire too, but my man A$AP. Shout out to A$AP. Shout out to A$AP again. We almost lost her to the billionaire too, but he came and swooped that. You know what I'm saying?
She probably about to make him a billionaire.
I will hope. I hope he's taking all their money. No, this is my. I'm gonna be honest. This is really my hope. I hope they get married. And if they ever get a divorce, I want.
You think Rihanna gonna get married, bro? You think Rihanna gonna get married?
I don't know, but I do. If they do get married,
if she do, she might already be married for real.
I mean,
we might not even know.
Somebody.
I love how they move.
Nah, that's public. That's public.
Business. They just pop up.
It's definitely an investigator. It's an investigator for every celebrity. So
yeah, for sure.
Somebody's gonna find out.
A$AP definitely was like, "Yo, baby, we ain't even got to get married." I already know he had that line. I already know.
He's fine with everything. Yo, just do what you want, babe. You got it. You know?
Nah, I'm trying to take all that
But
money,
talking about babies, Nick Cannon, he got another one.
Oh my God.
This eighth, he had a gender reveal. He had an 8th child. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to get to 10. I don't know. Nick Cannon.
Is that including the one that passed?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. But I know he just had a gender reveal with I think Johnny Football X, a model. He just had a gender reveal with another joint. I don't know what he's trying to do. What's y'all thoughts about Nick, bro?
I don't got no thoughts on that. Nothing regarding that many kids, right?
I mean, there's
maybe out of this conversation right now about kids that got 8 kids, the kids, and leave me out of this one.
Okay. Shout out to the kids.
Crazy, though.
Shout out to the guys who got 8 kids.
Crazy. Oh, it's crazy. It's
ain't there a certain amount of kids
you afford them? If you taking care of them, you can afford them. That's different. Because then you got it's other celebrities with mad kids, Future, NBA, all who else?
Dirk got
Money
like
Bag.
Dirk got like
they
6
got
kids.
7, 8 kids, 10 baby moms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
think it's a race? You think it's a race?
No.
I don't even think of that. I just think.
I read something though. Once you get to a certain amount, you don't got to pay taxes no more. I don't know if it's true or not though.
My thing is, take care of them.
I don't even know.
Living their lives, and that's it.
That's what I read.
I don't.
You know who my dad is, Sam?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Rad's father got like 1,000 kids. What are you talking about, bro?
Yo,
I read that somewhere, bro.
You want me to call my dad CD plus taxes? I'm
just saying. I read that somewhere. It said you don't got to pay taxes once you get to a certain amount.
I don't think.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know that's not true. That's insane. But I will say this though. There's no problem with having a lot of kids. I think that we got this misconception, like our grandparents and even before that, or at least my grandparents had
a bunch of siblings.
Let's nuance it. Let's nuance it.
Yeah, my grandma had 23.
And he got a lot of. Every child got a different. Every child besides the twins got a different mother. That's also the nuance too.
Yeah, but that's not having a lot of kids. That's not a
lot of mothers and kids.
That's not an insane thing either.
But it's a nuance. It's two different things: having a lot of kids and having a lot of mothers.
No.
Right?
That is a nuanced thing. I agree with that. But I'm saying, as far as like culturally, some cultures have multiple wives and multiple children. That's not it's not inconceivable. Like, we've seen this story before.
Right.
So I'm not. And shout out to, matter of fact, we just talked about it. King Richard had multiple wives and multiple kids. I'm not saying all of them was the greatest kids of all time, but he definitely produced Serena Williams and Venus, and they're top 2 athletes of all time.
All you need to shoot like 20%.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 hitters in the family. Shout out to them. You had 2 hitters in the family. I'm just saying, what Nick Cannon, I don't know what Nick Cannon is doing. I don't know if he lied. I think on the Breakfast Club he said that he was celibate, and all of a sudden now he has a child.
I think he was just saying that.
He said that
he deflected.
He said that he knew that the 8th one was pregnant. He knew that she was pregnant, and he was talking to his therapist, and his therapist told him, "You probably should go celibate. You probably should be celibate." But he said that he's not celibate anymore. So I just think it's a situation whereas I think he does.
He like having kids.
Yeah, or he just likes to have sex and not have any protection with it.
I've seen people like with the controversy of him, like people like, well, why would he have all these kids and he's sick? Because I guess I forgot what he has. I want to say a sickle cell or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
He got some type of
but disease. I'm like, I mean,
maybe lupus.
I think he got lupus. He got lupus.
Okay, that's what it is.
He does have lupus.
Okay, yeah.
Let me look up Nick Cannon disease.
Some people. What? I know some people.
What?
I know some people have. I mean, try to get a lot of kids because like they didn't really have family growing up. Like they wasn't really close to their family, so they try to make a big family. To start that tradition all over again. Just to have a different.
I would love to have a bunch of kids. Like, not me personally. I think I'm like a 2 and through. I ain't having no more than 2 kids. That's just out. But even if I had, like, obviously I'm getting older. Everybody I meet gonna have a kid.
It's possible.
Give or take. Yeah. I mean,
it depends.
Because it's a lot of
you out here, so I mean.
Yes, there's a lot of people with no kids still, but I'm just saying, like, granted, if somebody else did have a kid, I mean, it's just more a little acceptable. But I would love to have like Christmases and stuff, just a couple kids, running around. But shit, nieces and nephews, I got enough for them.
But would you like that to be with other child's moms there too? That's the new. I think y'all leaving out.
He doesn't have
7 baby mothers.
This is what he said. I just was listening to him earlier because I was like, you gotta chill, Nick. But Nick said that all of his children's mothers get along with him. It is not a requirement for them to get along with each other.
I agree.
So that's fine.
It's not a requirement, but you will want it if you want to have a family.
No, he said as long as the kids are able to see each other and be happy with each other, then all of the mothers do not get along. I don't even know if Mariah Carey is around any of these people. Like, I mean, she prissy as it is.
No, she's not. We know that. We know
that she's not around them.
Yeah, she's.
Oh,
yeah.
I
don't see it. I don't see it.
But that's my point. So it's like, even in that alone, like, you got this real big celebrity. But as far as Nick, I mean, as long as he get along with his kids' mothers, and I think he do. I think he get along with all of them. From the looks of it,
like I said, if he take care of them,
he good. Whatever that
means.
Wouldn't
mind. Like, I wouldn't mind that. Like, especially if you not still. Well, you can't even really say if he's still banging them because he having kids back to back. So you really don't even know who he with.
So you would date Nick Cannon? Would you have a child by Nick Cannon?
No.
Okay.
Right now, today, like if he came to you, like, yo, I'm trying to spread my seed. I'm trying to be on my Abraham.
Yeah, not Nick. No.
Not Nick. Okay.
The only thing is, like, it's 8 women, right? It's not 8 women. It's 6 different baby mothers. Whatever it is.
Who knows?
I'm sure I believe one of them probably said, I probably wouldn't have a child with him, but Nick might be the GOAT, man. I don't know. Yeah,
once you have it, you set for life.
With him?
You said the kid set. Once you had a baby with him, you set.
That's true.
Because he said on his TV show, he take care of his baby moms too.
Obviously.
Like,
I believe
he bought them houses and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep on Nick. Nick is definitely paid. Like, so I definitely believe that.
Oh, yeah, he got paid.
Oh, yeah.
And he got he got that new talk show. I think he got a talk show.
I think he want content.
I
think he's doing it for content.
You having kids for content? Okay.
I think having kids for content.
We heavy. I don't know why we heavy on baby.
You having kids for content.
We heavy on babies this show for some reason, but the next topic is Jeannie Mae and Jeezy said they raising their kid genderless.
I thought that was a rumor.
Yeah,
Mills just said that.
Yeah.
Well, we talking about it.
Hold on, who?
What are y'all thoughts? What's y'all thoughts just initially when y'all saw it?
Who said it? I didn't hear the names.
Jeezy, Young Jeezy.
Oh, Young Jeezy and the Asian girl. No disrespect if this is if that's the wrong terminology.
Yes.
Calling you Asian.
Yes, the one we thought was the chick
She
from
ain't listening,
Disney
bro.
Channel.
I don't know if she listening or not. I don't know if she's listening.
The chick from Disney Channel. That's what I thought it was first. What's her name?
Yeah.
Zendaya?
Mills. I mean, Rat. Everybody's saying not Zendaya. It's definitely not Zendaya. But everybody's.
I was hearing Disney
Sweet
Channel.
Life of Zack and Cody, the chick from the Asian girl. Her. I thought that was her.
London.
What's her name?
Oh,
London. I thought she was
who
London Tinted. Not London Tinted. That's somebody. I thought that was her. But
I don't know.
She on a show.
Survivor, right?
No, it's a talk show she on.
Oh,
she on the real.
The real.
The talk.
The real,
The
yeah,
real.
she on there.
The real.
Okay, so they're
I don't watch it though.
Jeezy is raising his child genderless. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
They had to be
That's the
already
rumor.
the genders out.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the rumor.
it's a girl. They said.
Yeah.
My only
For
thing
now.
is, this is my issue with this, and y'all know how I feel about this, y'all.
I feel like give the kid a chance. Like y'all just.
The kid is already. The kid has a gender. It does. It's
Right.
science. It's like we gotta stop. Like, if you come out as a female, you have female genital parts. It's just a fact. Like, why are we going around that? Like, I don't understand. Why do we have to do that? Like, if the child comes out a male, he has male gender parts. Like, it's a fact. I don't understand. Why do you have to raise them genderless? What is the point? What is the point in doing that? If everybody raised their kids genderless, what does that even mean? What does that mean though? Like, so you're saying we're gonna not use the words
the child is gonna pick it when they get of age.
The child is already picked for them though.
But that's what they're saying. They're saying that's the patriarchy.
Oh my goodness.
Or that's like, that's like what I mean? We living in a different world. We live in a different world. This is our children's world.
Yeah.
This is our children's world, right? We got a whole a transgender
our minds.
Woman at University of Pennsylvania that's the star of the swimming team, and that's breaking all the records, laughing everybody, and everybody just sitting there, and they just everybody just sitting there, just watch her being the best swimmer of all time.
But she's a he.
That's
Is what you're saying.
Yes, it's a transgender.
That's crazy.
She was born a man,
a male,
and she changed to a woman. That's a fact.
So a lot of people gonna get rich then. They're gonna suck in their sport as a male. They're gonna say they transgender and go be dominant as a female and get paid.
It's wild that Joanna Man is actually real. Like, it really is. Like, that's crazy, yo. I'm just saying, like, when we watch, if you ever think about, if you watch some of those movies that we remember, like we was watching as kids, like a lot of that stuff is actually true. It's like it's really
we living in the future for sure. We living in the future for sure.
Oh my God, man.
Like, this is the future. We
lived through a lot of transitions though. We lived through a lot of stuff already.
Yo, do y'all remember the movie Smart House on Disney?
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
That really blew my mind back then. Like, oh my God, how is this possible? Yo, my son, I kid you not, was screaming at Alexa like for like 20 minutes the other day, and I'm just like,
my son every day.
This is really crazy,
Alexa, yeah.
Like, it's crazy that you can really do this. Like, Alexa, do this. Alexa, do that. Like, it's really wild.
That's a fact. My Alexa do everything. Turn on the TV. It's connected to the doorbell. So if somebody ring the doorbell, I can see on Alexa who coming in. Like, I got, the cameras connected. It's literally the smart house. It's exactly what it is.
But
live in the future.
It's quiet for the genderless things for me.
Yeah, me too.
If I have a daughter, she's gonna be a daughter. I have a son, he's gonna be a son. I mean, I'm not saying that as they grow up, things happen. I mean, but I'm trying to steer them in the way that I want them to be steered. And I don't think that that's wrong as a parent. It's not wrong for me to push gender on my child. It's just not. I mean, if you want to do what you want to do, that's on you. But as for me and mine, I'm doing it my way. Sorry.
I agree
with that. And just to wrap up like this culture, I got, we got our relationship audit. You know what I mean? We all come with something. If y'all got anything that, we want relationships to stop, we want to stop doing in relationships. Anything? Anybody got anything?
Can I ask this?
Yeah.
How often do you go, Mills? How often Mills go out a lot? How often do you and Lex go out?
We actually cut back a little bit to save money.
Okay.
But I'm spending it on cologne. But we used to. I mean, we normally would go out probably like 2 or 3 times a week. We used to, but we cut it. We cut it back a little bit. We cut it back.
That's well.
But going out, it's not going out. You don't have to go out to spend money. We can go out, walk around the marina, or walk around the park, stuff like that. But like, I mean, if you're talking to spend money, date night, it's probably like 2 times. We normally go out on Sundays after church to go get something to eat or chill out, and we try to do something throughout the week. It typically was like comedy shows. We go to a comedy show like once a week.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
that's they Steve's. That's definitely they Steve's.
That fell back a little bit, but especially with like the COVID restrictions and stuff. But we try to keep it. We try to treat our relationship as if we're dating. If we try to have fun.
That's wild.
If you can't spice it up, you're gonna be bored, and that's how relationships end. So,
right.
Boredom ends relationships, is what you're saying.
It can.
Okay. Rat.
I got. For me, is we go once a week. We got Friday nights is dub day night.
Okay.
So. And that could be whatever. It's generally one place, but we can switch it up whatever, how we work it. Once a week.
Interesting. I only asked the question because, what's the happy medium? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the happy medium in relationships? Like, because it's like you want to have fun, you want to, entertain each other and do those things, but it's like, what is the happy medium of going out? Because sometimes I think going out too much is a problem as well, right? I'm just saying, like, financially, I don't think it makes sense. Like, you're just constantly spending money to do this, and you're kind of manufacturing like these dates, and sometimes it's like, for what?
I feel like it depends on the lifestyle though. Like,
that's true.
It like you know what I'm saying? Everybody lifestyles be different with their partner. So like it might be that you be in a house for you feel like too long of a time. And then, you know what I'm saying, your partner might be at work, or vice versa, whatever, or y'all both might be in the house too long. So y'all feel like, okay, we got to go out, we got to do something. But I mean, like, generally, I feel like if it's a bond, you know what I mean? I feel like me and my ex, we used to have mad fun in the house all the time. I mean, we would go out, but we would have fun in the house, like real life fun in the house.
That's my point. That's what I wanted to ask. Like, what is your definition of fun? Like having fun. What does that mean? My point. I feel like
it's different. I feel like it depends. It depends on who, like your partner, like who you with. No, I think fun is like I just be trying to catch a vibe. Like you and your partner should be a vibe. Like me and my ex, we was a vibe, but like so it didn't take much for us to be like happy. You know what I'm saying? Like just being around each other, laughing, talking, like we gonna make each other laugh. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like we just feed off of each other. So I think like just enjoying the moment. Like whenever you have fun, you be enjoying the moment. So it just I feel like that's kind of like the same thing with knowing your partner, like, you know what I mean? Like just having fun. Like
I agree. My whole point was like being around people who I love. I can always have fun. Like generally, if anybody knows me, like I mean, I don't. It don't take much
unless you hate him at the point. Unless you hate him at the moment.
But even in that, even if you at odds, just like it's not to say that you can't still have fun with the person. I mean, or it's just like as long as you're around people who you generally can connect with and whatever, it's like that's fun. It doesn't always have to be a situation of going somewhere to have fun. Is my point.
Y'all play game like you would play game. Y'all play game night. Y'all do like Monopoly with your like. Y'all do that. I like or Scrabble.
We used to do that. Yeah, we used to Uno every night. We used to Netflix. We used to do mad stuff. Like I just feel like it's like catching a vibe. Like me, I can't fake the vibes with nobody. So like if it's not a thing or a vibe, you gonna know like from my demeanor. But like if you got a partner, y'all should be vibing. Like I feel like y'all should be vibing. Y'all should be able to even sit on the porch and have fun or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just
keep the relationship fresh, man. You gotta keep the relationship fresh.
No, you're right.
Like me and Lex play the game. We play Tekken.
Do y'all really?
We play
Y'all play Tekken?
We play Tekken. Really? Like fighting games.
You know what I just thought about?
Really?
Mills almost ended my relationship. I just thought about that.
That's what we need.
I just thought about that.
This has been waiting all powerful.
Remember when Mills told us that you play Family Feud, right?
Right.
On the game. So I was like, oh, okay, that would be fun. So I bought Family Feud, right? On the Xbox. I was like, baby, we're going to play Family Feud.
Right? Mike got introduced He wanted to be like a couple thing. We can play games.
Right. I don't know.
Just line.
Mills, tell
Yeah,
somebody got to pay the bill there. But
Spectrum or something.
yeah. Anyways, so I bought Family Feud, and I'm like, yo, baby, we gonna play it. And y'all, I don't know, y'all know how I am with games, right? I'm a very competitive person. We know that. So it's just like it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to just relax, and you know what I mean. I'm not giving it my whole 100%. I want her to win. I want her to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, all right, she won, but then I had to, you know what I'm saying?
You believe in that? Letting them win?
Well, I'm gonna thrash you though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna win at all. So I don't. That's not fun, and it turned into that. Like I just start winning, and all of a sudden now you don't want to play. It's an issue now. Now you mad at me. Why do you act like this and why like this? It's like, yo, whoa.
Well, why don't y'all switch the game? Why you keep playing the same game?
No, it was the first time we ever played it, and I was just trying to. I let you get a quick win in, and then I was like, all right, let me show you how this really works. And then now it's a problem. Like, I'm the issue. Why am I always the issue if I try to assert? This happened one time we played the one card game. I don't know, not like Are You Black, but it's like, you know, like those,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like those card games where they like read off like black movies or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like killed her. Like
Black and Proud or
yeah, like I
found
her like she never watched Harlem. Like, it was just stuff like that. It's like, I don't know what's going on. But it just turned into something else. And I'm just like, is it me, y'all? Like, I don't know.
If just your competitive nature.
It's you.
So it is.
It's you, bro. You just cause I mean, for me, I don't know if it's you. I'm not gonna say it's you, but for me, it's like, I mean, is it the game or is my end of the night gonna be good? You know what I'm saying? For me, if I'm judging them two, I'm judging the end of the night. You know what I mean? The game, I don't care about the game. The end of the night is more important than the game. So, but she do need to get better at her specs. I mean, that's a fact too.
Please don't say that, right?
Oh,
yeah, it's a learning game too. You learn.
Family Feud, you know what I mean? I mean, you got to get better, babe. But maybe moving on, you let her win. I mean, act like she getting better. I don't know.
Okay.
No, don't do that either.
I'm not. I'm trying to. I don't know. I think my abrasive personality sometimes can be a bit much. But this is what I wanted to ask y'all too, though. I know we on this relationship a lot. Like, do we all agree that there's a difference between the person you met first to the person that you will meet a year and 2 years later in a relationship? Is that a thing? Am I wrong in that?
I don't get the question. Would you ask?
I get it.
Okay, you get what I'm saying, Bills, right?
Like the honeymoon stage, and
I watching a TikTok. I got it from like a TikTok. I got what you're saying. I had a picture of TikTok.
Yes, like the person who you meet first is not the person that will be there 2 years from now. Like, realistically.
Oh, that same person.
Yeah, it's just that's not realistic. And it's obviously it's different for you, Rat. And I guess even Mills too, because it's been such a long time.
And the issue is we went through that changing together. You know what I mean? So she's not, obviously. I tell her all the time, like, you're not my 16-year-old Sean. Like, I tell her all the time, like, I remember the 16-year-old Sean is just a different, it's like googly eye, it's just a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is. It's straight up, it's a different person. Life happens. Nah, that's a fact.
But how do you cope with that difference, right? The person that you met initially to the person that, you know what I mean? You like that too, like you 2 years into a relationship and it's like, okay. This is,
but you gotta realize you changed too, though. It's
no.
That person.
I'm speaking about myself. I'm not speaking about her. I'm like, it's me. It is.
I'm just saying, y'all both changed on both sides. Right. Both sides changed, and it's just something you gotta accept. It's not like a change is gonna happen like overnight. It's going to happen like step by step. It's not going to be a quick process. You're going to see the changes in a person, and I mean, you just go with the flow. At the end of the day, if you're really in it to win it, you rock with it. If not, bye.
Yo, Mills.
What you saying, Alexis? What was you saying?
I just said okay. I mean, I hear that. I guess I get what you're saying though. Like, I feel like, are we talking about changing for the worse or just changing for like, oh shit, I don't know who this person is no more? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we talking about?
I guess a little bit of both. I'm just saying, just like you could be you've been in a long-term relationship and it's just like you get to a point where it's like, the person I met, you are not that person, right? The nice, the doors opening, you know what I mean? The lovey-dovey, that lovey-dovey stage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, stay on the phone all night like, or just talk to each other all night, like that. Text each other throughout the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my girl just was like, "Oh, you don't talk to me the whole day anymore." No, I don't talk to you. Why would I talk to you the whole day now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we talking the whole? Am I the only person that thinks that way?
Live together?
We're not. No, we're moving into that stage now.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, even in that, why is that a thing? Do you talk to your wife all day, right?
No, but I mean, the thing with men, the issue with men is that as men, it's easier for us to disconnect. Like, we can, like, for me, I live, so I can leave home, and then, like, if I'm not home, I mean, I'm really not, for the most part, I'm not thinking about home. You know what I'm saying? Like, she home, or she figured it out. Like, women, I think women just naturally got that thing where they just care about what's you doing, what the kid, if you got kids, what the kids doing, how the house is going. Like, I think they got that natural nurture in them. And men kind of got that. We on our purpose. We on our thing. We out here. We doing. When we come home, we here. Well, some people be here. Some people still be gone. But that's the thing. I think men got that thing where we just easily could disconnect. That's why, men get in trouble the most, obviously.
Like, soon as you walk out the house, 10 minutes later, you get the "I miss you" text message. Joint.
Or to call you, just call you. Like, I just calling you, just act as if you.
Make sure you're okay.
Not even that. Just calling you, talking about something that only would matter if you was there. Like, I'm not even home, so you know what I mean. That type of stuff. Like,
or I'm at work.
Yeah. I'm at work. I'm at work. Right?
I'm at work.
Oh yeah, all right, my bad. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm at work, babe.
I feel like I compare relationships to, like, how people be like, are you still happy? Like, I feel like happiness is a temporary emotion, like, for real. So it's just like relationships, I feel like, is the same way. It's not gonna always be peaches and cream. And then, silently, each partner probably goes through their own shit. So, you know what I mean? It might be that, your girl going to work and she having a stressful day, or, now it's just lingering every goddamn day. So that might be changing her mood or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just everyday life shit that could change a partner. So it might have them feeling a little disconnect from their partner, just dealing with their own emotions and stuff like that.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's true. I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, it's really, like, it's ups and, like, I feel like it's just like ups and downs. I don't even want to call it like downs. It's just like that mediocre flow, like, of just okay, we just existed. We living together every day. Every day it ain't gonna be smiles and giggles. Every day, you know what I'm saying? We might not even be able to go out this week or next week, but eventually, it's gonna happen. Just, I feel like, as long as you don't get bored, because communication be really everything. I feel like communicate how you feel with your partner, like, without holding back. You know what I mean? Just so you could get a better understanding. So if you could try to change, or at least help, attempt to help if you can, So
I think what you said, communication. I think that, communication with almost every relationship, probably.
For a fact.
Every relationship you in is key, right? Because we all know, we all do it. We all have these little resentments that we just mad at them and they don't know, or, you know what I mean? If they do know, it's like we all just hold them joints in. We just like, and then we don't realize that we are reacting towards them differently. They feel it, they know it, everybody know it, but we like, man, because something you did last week, something you did, it's on my heart and I didn't tell you. So I'm internally frustrated with you and I didn't express that to you. And now I'm acting out.
I feel like too, like, even with the communication, like, it's like, I feel like if I keep telling you, or if I've already voiced something already, how many times I gotta keep repeating? Because now I'm just gonna give you that pushback. Like that's how I feel with even regular people, regular friendships, relationships, whatever. Like, how many, you don't get why I'm upset? We about to be 30. I'm not about to keep explaining to you your rights. You know what I'm saying? Your rights and your wrongs. Like, at this, I feel like if I'm cutting anybody off, you know why, 100%. Because I'm boisterous, and I feel like like I said, I'm you gonna know, like, I'm not faking no vibes, I'm not faking no fun. So it's just like, how many, you ain't gonna get it? Like, I'm not, like, what don't you get? I don't know. It's just like,
you right.
Your mom be like, how many times I gotta repeat myself? Like, and then eventually she just like, okay, then you looking like, I don't know what she gonna do next, because she just not gonna keep saying it. But
that's absolutely right. Because the issue is, once you start doing that, you're treating them as a child, and then they'll act as a child. They'll act out, they'll do things because you constantly, I know she's gonna keep reminding me. nothing is gonna happen. It's just a constant like, and then
kids, man. Whew.
I mean, that's what I mean.
They do that good.
Yeah, kids do that all the time.
Good.
Literally, do that all the time. I gotta tell my son every time something to do when he. But it's just like that's what they do.
Just big kids though.
Yeah.
Well, most people are just big kids.
True, and that's when you. But I mean, and maybe,
so.
and you could wait till they mature. I mean, if that's your prerogative, or you could get to step in. But I do want to say this, baby, I love you. I do. I care about you.
You got a text message or something?
No, I just needed to. I want that. No, I want that to be said for the world to know. So it's like, even if like it's just a conversation we just had. Even if you feel a type of way about that, know on the back end that I do love you. That's all I'm saying.
I like that.
Low caveat.
Yeah, it's just like that's the facts. The facts is, if you start there, that's my whole position. Start that I love you. So anything that I do wrong, just start back at I love you. And then we can,
See, now you lost her. See, there you go. You just
wrong.
lost her.
I'm wrong in that.
Yeah. People abuse the word I love you sometimes.
That's true.
I love you, but I'm gonna just do this, but I still love you.
Yeah, love just a word though. Love is a word. It's more so people don't treat it like action. Love is action. Love is an action word. Like love is you actually loving me, bro. Like if you're not her girl, like if you're not loving me, then you don't love. I mean, it's not love. It's just words. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how I feel about it.
But I do love you, so I don't know what to lie about.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
I got one more question that Mills brought up in the group chat. Okay. You want to go there, Mills? You want to ask that question? Or about the friend, cut off friends or something like that? I forgot. I'll go there.
Yeah, we could go there. I'll go there. I don't want Mills to go there because you brought up Mills' name, so. But this is a good question, and it deals with friendship, and it could deal with family too. Probably primarily family.
Probably, yeah, probably both. No, both. It's both. It's a both thing.
When do you cut somebody off? Right. And from the standpoint of, if somebody is constantly asking you for money, we're just going to say it straight up, or not even money. If somebody is constantly asking you to do something for them, right? And it's like, okay, now it's becoming a burden on you. What do you do? Where is that point where you say, okay, I can't do this anymore? Knowing that, like, if I keep doing this, you're going to keep asking me. If I just keep doing it, I'm just enabling you to keep doing this bad behavior. So what is that cutoff point? Where is the line where you draw? And what do you say to kind of just be like, listen, I can't do this anymore?
And like, is there certain people that's like, I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna ride with them regardless. Like, if it's like, I don't know, your brother or sister, or it's somebody that you're just gonna ride with the ups and downs with. I mean, I'm adding that to the question too.
I can answer. Because my brother gets on my last nerves. I can use that as an example because I love him. But my brother gets on my last, like the worst part of my nerve, because he do this all the time. Even tomorrow he'd be like, oh, like at 2:30, oh Sam, can you go pick up me and my nieces? No, why do you keep asking me to do that? Why can't you do it? I'm cutting hair. So what? Like, what I'm saying is, if you know your children get out of school at this time, then you need to plan around this time. I can understand if you have a job that, like, you actually have a job where you can actually plan around it. It annoys me. The phone bill, y'all. The phone bill, when does the phone bill due? Every month, right? We all know that.
I thought so.
Why do I have to contact you to send me money for something that you need, that you use all the time? You know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that annoys me. It's like, but to your point, right? I'm not cutting my brother off. I love him. Like, yeah, I'm going, no. But sometimes I have done this though. I have said no to him. Like, no, I can't do it, because I do have to force you to kind of like I can't just always be there to keep doing it for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I will do it. Like, I will, like, cause it's you know what I mean? It's my family. But sometimes I have gotten to a point where it's like, all right, bro, nah, I just can't do it. Like, I got something to do. Like, I got
when it starts to drain you, or it starts to consume too much of your energy to where you starting to act funny or starting to resent them for that, you got to cut it off. If you value that relationship, because then it's just gonna be that staleness and illness, like, between y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like starting to inconvenience you, or interfering with what you got going on, your finances, or your peace, because I'm strong on that. So, like, once it start interfering with that, you just like, yo, I can't take it no more. Like, I feel like that's when you got to be like, yo, look, I love you. I'm always have your back, but right now I just can't, whatever, X, Y, Z, whatever your reason being, I just feel like, when you fed up. It'd be no different than you being in a relationship with somebody, or you go through stuff with them or whatever, or y'all go through rocky stuff, whatever. Like, how they always be like, a woman know that her breaking point. It's no different than stuff like that. Like, people know, when you're gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said, if you love your brother, when shit, you might cuss him out this week, but like a month from now, you're like, all right, bro, you know what I'm saying? Listen, whatever, communicate that, but sure, you gonna know. That's how I feel. Like, you gonna end up knowing.
Yeah, for me, it's difficult. It's not difficult. I mean, cutting off is always, it's like strong for me. It's like, cause it's like to cut somebody off. It's like, it's just a strong thing. Because I think I'll try to be honest. I think that's the biggest one. I think a lot of people just not honest in those moments. Those moments. Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it's hard to speak or say it.
Yeah, it's like, you don't want to offend. You don't, it's those moments. It's like, what do you say? How do you say it? How often do you even have those interactions to even say something to a family member or friend? Like, yo, because your brother is different, because like you just talk to him. That you just talk to him. You probably diss them all. But somebody maybe that is not that relationship. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, how do I text them? You know what I mean? What do I say? So I think trying to be honest, because a lot of times people don't know. A lot of times, like, especially like if I go to money, let's go to money. Some people come asking you for money. A certain friend, a certain family always asking you for money. A lot of times, when they get in the bind, they just go through their list of people. You might be the first one, second one, third one, then they go to the fourth one. You know what I mean? So
you're right.
For me, I try to not take it as personal, because it's not necessarily a you thing. It's more so a them thing. And they trying to figure out life. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't necessarily try to cut off unless if I feel like it's malicious. I feel like, something, deterrent to me. But if it's just them, they going through their seasons, one of their seasons, the up and down season, I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna help all the time, but I'm gonna say, I'm gonna maybe try to be. I'm saying moving on now, because my younger years know. Moving on now, I'll try to be honest, like how I feel in this moment, how I feel about what's ever happening, and then now if they take that and they want to cut me off, then that they doing their job for me, right? Obviously. So that's how I try to approach it.
I think sometimes people have an issue with asking to people for shit. Like me, I'll be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like asking people for stuff. So like some people, like maybe, I don't know if it's the situation with your brother, but maybe he's comfortable. You the only person in his life he's comfortable with asking something, and then you probably always do say yes. So he like, shoot, I'm gonna shoot my brother every time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get my brother every time. So.
And I'm not mad at it. Like I am the person to ask. Like I'm your brother.
It is value.
You are supposed to ask me. I don't mind you asking me, because who else you gonna ask? I should be the person. I should be the first person you ask if you in a bind, and vice versa. If I'm in a bind, I should be able to come. That is a unique situation. But I do have friends that, or at least that I ask for money and stuff like that. It is tough. I have, my older cousin, one of my older cousins was like, yo, just stop, cut it off, because they'll never learn. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's one way of doing it. I think that's a way of doing it. The other way is sometimes you just like, hey, here. I mean, no, I'm saying that's another way of doing it, to give it to them.
Yeah, like me.
It is.
Like me.
Doing it. You can say no, though.
Like for me growing up.
You can say no.
If you don't have it. Yeah.
Like for me growing up, it wasn't a lot of places I can look for help. Like, monetary help. If I needed a couple of dollars, it wasn't a lot of people I can look to ask, yo, can I borrow a couple of dollars? So when I got a position to help other people and they asked me, it's like, hey, maybe they're in that same situation I was in. They don't got a lot of people they can turn to. So that it's like, yo, I'm that person to help them out. But at some point, I do agree that you gotta, let them. They gotta figure it out on their own. But I do believe in like me personally. I had a situation where somebody screwed it up for everybody else. I don't know if y'all like feel that way. Like, for instance, if I gave somebody a couple $100 and they didn't pay me back, like, yo, that whole trust is gone with you, and it makes me not trust other people too. So
that's a you thing.
I would say this: I learned this early, and I think from my pastor, he said, and I just take this with life. I do not lend anybody money. I give money. I do not. I will never lend. If you ask me, if I don't have it, I don't have it to give, or I don't want to give it. I'm not going to do it. If you ask me for something, it's not a situation where I do not expect it back. And I'm telling you up front, you do not have to pay me back. I'm giving you this money because what tends to happen is now you're acting different because you don't have the money to me. I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Like you just acting weird. Bruh, I don't care about that. If I'm going to give you some money, I'm going to give it to you. Whatever you do with it, that's on you. I pray that you use it for what you need to use it for.
If you want to give it back, you give it back or whatever. But don't.
They talk about that in the interview.
I'm just
pay
or take
with the dude Ghost from Power. He talked about that on the interview. He said Denzel gave him $250,000.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't expect it back. He gave it back, and he said 50 gave him the same thing. You know what I mean? And he did what he did
right there. Yeah. That's big money.
Well, no, that's relative. It's relative money. It's not big to somebody who has millions of dollars. So I mean, in their eyes, $250 is not really a lot of money, probably. 250 is 250. You're right? But
250, right? That's a more like. I mean, that's a deal. I mean, for me, that stuff. A lot of things cost 250, even if it's not a lot of money to them. They could have did a lot with that money. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's just splurged on something nonsense.
But I don't believe the whole like some people that word cut off is. I mean, it has different meanings. Like some people take it as you cut them off from what they're asking for, and then some people are saying like I'm cutting them off in general. They're needy people. Like I don't believe in that cutting people off. Like I'm done with you. But I can understand, I can't help you no more, bro. You got to figure it out.
You just saying no. Like no. No doesn't mean I don't love you. I mean, parents at some point say no. Like I was like after a while, it's like
they cave in.
I take that back. I take that back. I don't. My father, I can't count on my hands how many times he said no to me. I mean, I'm talking about even now. If I needed something, like I thank God for my father. I never needed a bank. Because I mean, I just was like, I'd rather you lend it. Your interest is better than their interest. So.
Yeah, my mom was like that. My dad,
you ain't got no interest.
Early on, we talked about how many kids he had. Early on, it was definitely no. Like, bro, no.
Well, it's no. It got to be a no. Yeah.
But my mom, she was like, my dad, obviously now, but my mom was definitely on something like, yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, So yeah, I definitely understand that. But that's it for the culture, though. That's it for the culture. So thank you, Stove. Alexis.
You can call me Stove. That's a problem.
Okay. It's Stove up there on the Facebook. It says Stove.
Oh, right, y'all call me that.
I typed
a lot of people still call me that.
I typed in Miss Bilingual. I said, "What am I doing? I'm not writing this nonsense." I mean, no disrespect. It's not nonsense, but like in my mind,
I think I coined the name. Did I coin the name? Can I take credit for that?
You coined Miss Body Language?
No, Stove.
Oh, I'm about to say. Yeah, you probably did.
Did you give me Stove? I don't know if it was you or Mark.
It was me.
It was you?
Because I gave Stove, I gave Book.
Yo, you did. Yo,
Miss Miller now.
Lying. Yo, I cannot believe you're saying Stove, that you coined these names.
Stove, bro, me and Mike, we came up with Rad. I don't know who I'm going to give that to. Maybe Mike. And in that same moment, that same class, then it was Stove, and then it was A Book, A Stove. It was A Rad.
At first, they called you what?
We was in stuff class. We all was in stump class together. Alexis
said you did coin Book. You did coin that.
I coined Book. I coined Stove.
For sure.
It was all the same day. It was the same time. I'm telling you.
I don't believe that. I think I called Stove. I think Mark.
Oh my God.
We had global. We had global together in 9th grade.
Oh, yes. Okay. You talk about. I thought you saying you did.
Yeah, and I think that in Miss Harris class.
I didn't know her in 9th grade.
I think.
No, you didn't. Sam, I did it. It's okay.
I didn't say I did. I said I think Mark said it, and then we.
I think Mark.
He called you Stover.
I never called her Alexis. Is what I'm saying. Is my point.
I thought he called you Stover.
Nah.
Shout out to Mark, man.
Shout out to Mark, man. I love you, bro.
But I was
looking at the goon photos the other day, man. Shout out to the goon.
My
yo, you know what's crazy? It's funny. I was just talking because I was with my guy Grooms at his church, and I don't know if y'all the dude Joaquin. I was talking to him. We were talking about me breaking my leg. Yeah, Lumpkin. I was talking about Noble. How did Noble get into our prom picture? Do y'all remember that?
He just walked up, bro.
Oh, okay, but why did we let him get into it?
What you gonna say?
Nice.
Okay, I was making, but
Don't cut him off.
I don't know. I just was like, that was kind of insane that Noble got. Shout out to Noble, wherever you're at.
Shout out to Noble.
But
and you definitely have flashback of Noble.
I was telling him about like I broke my leg, and I was like, it's crazy. Noble was actually in one of our prom pictures, which is insane. Was that junior prom?
Yeah, that's when we did the little hand thing. Yeah,
that was
junior prom was fun.
That was the most.
That was Deshaun Thomas. Deshaun Thomas was in that joint.
That what reminded me? I rolled down. I was picking up my son, and I just happened to go by Hutch Tech. School is over, y'all. I just want to let everybody else know that, man. School is like, it's not even the same. It's a terrible school. Kids was fighting outside. I think they jumped somebody. It was like, yo, I swear it was like 20 police on the corner, right? Literally 20 police at the train station where we all be at. Actually, they not at Fountain. They further down for some reason. I think they had I don't know what that one is. I can't remember. But I think
crazy.
They just jumped the boy for like 2 minutes. It wasn't even 2 minutes, like maybe 20 seconds. I don't even know if they really hit him.
Them definitely Emerson kids, bro. Come on.
I think. Oh, shout out to my guy Lax, but Johnny Lax on the
Johnny Lax on the show.
Yeah, Johnny Lax. Shout out to my guy Johnny Lax, always and forever, my guy. But yeah, Hutch Tech went down the drain. Such a sad day. I couldn't believe it. I know. I was so upset when I seen. I was like, man, our school was over, man.
I gotta see it.
So, you could tell by the students. You know, I was just watching them like, y'all look bad. Y'all. Yeah.
Oh, but you know, the generations now is completely fucking different. So
that's true.
That's a given.
We
internet, man.
Yeah, they all genderless.
It's some of everything. I don't like. It's crazy because when we got to high school, we like cell phones was like it was kind of a thing. I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't like
flip phones. I had to flip.
But I'm saying it wasn't.
We had to type. We didn't have no keyboards. We had to type the same letter to get our shit out. Like
text 9.
You got.
I was nice with the text 9, boy. Woo! I was nice with it, bro. I could do it without looking. You not looking.
I ain't never liked it. I ain't never used it.
Oh yeah, I was nice with the text 9.
I'm just but yeah, so pray for Tech, y'all. It's bad vibes out there. But anyways, yeah, you're right.
All right, but we gonna let our guests go. Thank you for coming on. We going to our sports topic. Yeah, for sure. Anytime, always.
Love you,
Sto. Thank you, Sto.
Y'all boys be good. Make sure y'all kiss y'all wives when y'all get in the house or when y'all, get off of here.
For sure.
All
right.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. I don't know how it worked. Oh, there you go.
Oh, we good.
All right. Sports time. We're gonna start with the big news first.
Who that? Brian Flores?
Brian Flores, bro. He came with the heat. He came telling it all. He wrote a whole tell-all book in his deposition. So
first day of Black History Month.
Crazy enough, right? So pretty much what's going on? Brian Flores was fired from the Miami Dolphins. And he interviewed for mad jobs. Bill Belichick. I got a whole. I don't know if it was. Is that whole text message thread true that's floating around?
Yeah, it was all over.
Like it's true. Like he screenshot it.
Yes, it's real.
Like
yes.
That's crazy. So what's your thoughts about the whole Brian? He's suing the NFL. Essentially, he's suing the NFL. I'll start off. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, because my initial thing is like, oh, he clearly don't want to work again. Like that was my initial thing. I'm like, yo, he don't. Like you suing the NFL, like bro, you don't, you know what I mean? Like I just thought I'm thinking of him long term, him needing a job, but he already knew that and stuff like that. So I mean, I respect what he's doing. I respect what you're doing. What's your thought?
When you say he already knew that, what do you mean?
I'm saying he like in the statement.
Well, that's how he started his statement. Yeah.
Like I know I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a career ender.
Hinder my job, going forward. But this is bigger than me. Essentially.
I thought about.
I can read a statement if you want. Or not. That's good.
I thought about that too. Like I was like, oh, it's over. Like as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, it's over for Brian Flores.
It's over. It's like Kaepernick point. It's 2.0. It's Cap.
He'll never get a job again.
Version of Cap.
But I think what he did is admirable. I think what he did was important. Because it's people think that people are crazy, but I know, but they do. They think people are crazy for thinking these things, but these things have been happening and they are happening. Right, like this type of racism hasn't been eradicated. It's prevalent heavily in football. It seems like every time a new year comes by or a new football season, they keep bringing up the Rooney Rule. Like literally, I was just watching like ESPN. It's like the Rooney Rule. It's like it's like, football is broken. Football is broken. I mean, as far as this is concerned, like getting more minorities involved, and even we talk about they talk about women getting like women, like we're not even past this part yet. I'm just saying, like, we're not even past this part yet. But
let me read his statement.
Yeah, read it.
God has gifted me with a special talent to coach the game of football.
That's a fact.
But the need for change is bigger than my personal goals. Flores said in the release put out by this is not even it. This is somebody else's joint. My bad. Oops.
Shout out Mills. How do you feel about it? Where I get that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, at some point it had to be done. Like from reading everything that went on, you know, it started way back when he first came in, got his head coaching job with the Dolphins. You know, they told him that they wanted him to tank the season, you know, to ruin his reputation because they wanted to get the number 1 pick. He had an interview for the Denver Broncos. He said that the committee came in late. They started the interview late, showing that they didn't really care, you know, for his, you know, him being there. Like they wasn't going to pick him in the first place. And then for this to happen, you know, that's crazy. Like Bill Belichick text the wrong Brian. Like how you text the wrong Brian and you say, yo, congratulations on the job. And then he like, yo, I didn't even have my interview yet. Like my interview on Thursday. Like, you sure you got the right Brian? And he like, oh no, my bad. Like,
that's insane.
Crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, I guess it's not an official statement. I guess it's just like he talked to people and people making a statement for him.
Bill Belichick?
Quote him. No, I think other people just been quoting him. So it's not like an official statement he put out. I think the NFL put out a statement. But yeah, but Job can finish.
I'm reading to like, it's just like, it's crazy that Bill, like, to coach under somebody, how do you not know? Like, I made a mistake.
But Dable coached under him. Dable won 3 Super Bowls under Patriots.
So but he just has like Brian. I mean, I'm talking about recently though. Like recently, Brian Flores was just there.
Brian Flores, Brian Dable. I mean, I can see. I can see
somebody having a mistake. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he probably genuinely made a mistake.
I should have said
that. But the big question is, how does he know? How did he know before everything is said and done? Like,
I'm not. I'm not upset at that
because they called him to let him know like which one should we hire, which one you like better, probably.
That's exactly what they did.
I mean, it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
But for you to tell somebody that they're like they're a top candidate for a job and their interview was set for a certain day, and then like you already got the person picked before they even have the interview, and they're supposed to be top priority or top contender. Like, right, that's just messed up.
That's right. No. That's right in the sense of Mills is right. The Rooney Rule, it just shows.
That's the issue. It's the Rooney Rule.
That's the issue. No.
They got to interview a black guy. They have to.
That's true. So
or a minority. They have to.
The question is merit. Is Brian Dable better than Brian Flores? That's a matter of opinion. Like that. Like you can't. It's very difficult.
As a head coach, Brian Flores is the better head coach.
Well, obviously, it's not. I mean, one has never been, but that doesn't mean that Brian Dable won't be good. But that does not mean that. So I mean, it's so we can't argue about stuff that has never happened. But as far as what Brian Flores is talking about, Mills is right to a point of this is a formality. What you're doing, right? You're doing this out of a formality. Like like clearly you already picked Brian Dable. Bill Belichick knows that Brian Dable is the guy. I'm just coming here as you just putting me in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. Like it's a legit joke.
But at the same time, right? If I can be in the owner's side of it for just to see where they're coming from, right? You identify the guy you want, right? And you're not necessarily. It's not this because you bring it to other things because you not want the guy that's everybody say he deserves the job. You want the guy that's maybe right Dable to bring in for Daniel Jones. He gonna help his move you on an offensive guy. You don't just want the best coach candidate. You want the best coaching candidate for your what you got going on, if that makes sense, right? Because the whole Josh McDaniels going to the Raiders, right? That's just all the offensive guy losing Gruden, you getting Josh McDaniels. That's like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like some of these things now the Bears joint is a black GM who hired him, right? I think Miami got a black GM. I think Minnesota hired a black GM. So it's like it's black GMs here, but it's really pretty much the owners who saying, we want making a choice. And like what I'm saying is, can you fault? Because I can understand him being mad for what's the guy from Arizona, Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley just come and get not Lincoln Riley, the guy from Arizona. What's his name?
The air raid guy. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Him getting a job over a Brian Flores, obviously that for me that's a red flag. That's just it doesn't make any sense because he don't know what he's doing. He just getting a job because you like him. You know what I mean? Dave Bo is a little different. He got all that coaching experience in the world, college. He just was on a great offensive scheme. Cliff Kingsbury, exactly. So I think it's all nuance. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we do need more black coaches. I guess the answer is we need a black owner or black owners. I think that's ultimately the answer.
Rad is right as well. The Rooney Rule is the issue. It's almost I guess it's the solution, but then there's also but it no, because affirmative action works. It worked. We know it did. We wouldn't even really be in certain positions had it not been.
I'm saying this is the NFL version of it.
It is, but this version is flawed because it doesn't account, like there's no accountability for it. Like this is right. Like Brian Daboll was hired. That's over. The process is over. But you're saying that I have to interview a black person. So the Bills interview the wide receiver coach, like knowing that he was never gonna get the job. Why would we hire that wide receiver coach for the Ravens? He's terrible.
Staley every year get an interview. I remember like 5 years straight. Staley was like, bro, you're not gonna.
Like, what are we doing? Like, so I just
sadly,
I think that we need to they need to revisit the rule and figure out a way to effectively try to do that.
The issue. We can move on after this. But the issue is, how do you address this?
I don't know.
If the owners want to pick their guys, and all owners is white, I think it's one Middle Eastern guy or the guy. If ultimately it stopped, this buck stopped with them, what do you do?
The issue
at the post office, they had something like this a couple of years back, where the minorities felt that they're only picking, the white people, and what they did, they started to create like a panel. There's a panel of people that select the officials or select whoever position they put in for, and you have to have a minority on there, to balance the process out. So it wouldn't be like, okay, you got 3 white people that's picking a candidate. You got to have a white person. You got to have a black person on there. So if they both disagree and say, oh, this person is better than that person, I feel this person is better for the job, then they sit down and actually talk about, the pros and cons of that specific person. And maybe the NFL got to do that. I mean, it can't come down to, you got to mix up the selecting officials to make it fair for everybody. You get the best.
But the owners hired the coach. I don't think it's that cut and dry. It's no. The owners has the final say. I gotta hire you. I'm paying you, and I'm your boss. So it's no committee. I'm the owner. It's the sole owner of the. It stopped with him. If I don't want him to hire you,
I'm not gonna hire you. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So what do you stop with that?
Yes,
it's a good boy network, a good boy club. Black still here.
Black owners obviously will. I'm sure it will help to some degree.
Robert Smith might buy the Broncos. So shout out to that.
Yeah,
is his name Robert Smith?
But at the same time, I do believe Brian Flores. Obviously, there is racism in this. There are some things at play that is out of his control. Some of it is kind of like it is nuanced. It's not as like, oh my God, it's just this big conglomerate.
Robert Williams. The black billionaire might buy the Broncos, not Robert Smith.
I just hope that good comes out of this, right? Like him falling on this sword, because he will not get another job. That's over. But
head coaching. He definitely gonna be on somebody's staff for sure.
And he should be. He's actually. I think the Bills should hire him. I think the Bills should hire him personally. But Bill Belichick will hire him after this scandal.
Well, Belichick actually had that in his text message. He said the Giants or the Bills in his text message he sent to him.
That the Bills will hire him?
Obviously, it wasn't for him. It was for Daboll, obviously. But
why would the Bills hire Brian Daboll, though?
I don't know where Belichick was going with his text messages, but I think maybe he tried to flip it at the end, maybe. But he wrote Giants.
Oh, no. He said, I heard from Buffalo.
Oh, heard from Buffalo.
Like, Buffalo knew that he was gone, and the Giants knew that they were picking him. That's what he's saying.
Yep. All right, man. So we on football. So we got Bengals, Rams in the Super Bowl. it's crazy that the Bengals are even here. So what's your thoughts on Joe Burrow, the Rams, and who y'all got winning?
I think it'll be a good game. It's interesting. I think they said something like this is the first Super Bowl in the last 11 years that didn't have Tom Brady or I can't think of the other person having the Super Bowl. So it's good to see, other faces in there. Maybe it might have been that Tom Brady or Mahomes in the last 11 years. So it's good to see, different faces up there, mix things up. Like you said, nobody expected Cincinnati to be in there. They said the percentage was crazy for them to get that, like 125 to 1 or something for them to get in. It was crazy. But I got the Rams winning. I think they got a little too much firepower on the defensive side of the ball. Don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow is amazing. Jamar Chase, I mean, he's something that we probably haven't saw in a long time, coming out the gate. But I just don't think they got the answers for the other side of the ball, the defensive side of the Rams. And they're young, too. They got a young offense. So I got Rams winning. I think I told you on the other pod 31-17. But it should be an interesting game.
Y'all think this Cincinnati team is gonna be like the Chiefs? You know how the Chiefs came and Mahomes took over. He had Tyreek Hill, he had Travis Kelce, he had Kareem Hunt at first. This is Joe Burrow. You got Jamar Chase, you got T. Higgins, you got Tyler Boyd, you got Joe Mixon. Do you think that they're about to pretty much be in the AFC Championship moving forward the next couple of years? Because everybody rookies, everybody under salary. There's no real money. You got to pay nobody. Zach Taylor, young coach. I mean, do y'all think they like the Chiefs of 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Obviously positioning in the playoffs mean a lot. I mean, they didn't really play nobody, to get to where they at. Besides Kansas City, obviously. But the Raiders game. Seed. But Tennessee shouldn't have been a 1 seed.
That's not true. No. To answer your question, no. Only from the standpoint of, I'm interested to see Zach Taylor in this position to see how he coaches. I don't think he's a good coach at all. I'm interested to see Sean McVay. Sean McVay has made some spotty calls in the past as well. I want to see Joe Burrow under this pressure. But to answer your question, I think they benefited from Lamar Jackson being out, being hurt. So I mean, like even in their division, like Lamar Jackson is still there. He's still. The Baltimore Ravens are still there. I don't know what Pittsburgh is doing. Cleveland's terrible, I guess, but they have talent. I mean, they can figure something out. But just even in a conference in itself, like Buffalo, they're gonna still have to see Kansas City. People keep talking about Herbert. I'm not sure, but he's still a great quarterback. And we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is gonna.
Some people got Herbert better than Burrow.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, hey, but my point is that I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Cincinnati Bengals missed the playoffs next year. I just wouldn't be surprised. I think it's that razor thin how things can change. And they got to the Super Bowl this year, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that Aaron Donald and Von Miller in that defensive line, I just think it's no way to block them. And I think that if Joe Burrow is getting killed, I think they need to pull him at halftime.
I think the Rams are disciplined enough to not let him scramble like he did against Kansas City.
It's not even gonna be a scramble thing. Aaron Donald's gonna kill him, literally.
Yeah, I think I'm going Joey Burrow. I'm going Joey Burr, as they call him. I think that's the best name I heard. Joe Burr.
Nah, Joe Shiesty. I like Joe Shiesty.
Joe Burr. Joe Shiesty's good. Joe Burr is good. But I mean, I think he's building up a character, right? He's like becoming something off the field. Like he's becoming a character. People,
he's garbage.
He got the cigars, he got the glasses, he got swag. You know what I mean? He like, he like a Tom Brady and like a Mahomes mix. And not saying that talent, I'm saying like if you put maybe the young youth and swagger of a Mahomes, but the cerebral of a Mahomes, and you got. So I think he like a combination of them two right now, right? Really. But I got Joe Burrow right now. I got Joe Burrow going. I think he's gonna make a play. Yeah, I got Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati winning. I think they
rather go against everybody else. That's what they do. No, we all know that already. But you don't honestly think that Cincinnati will win the Super Bowl, bro?
I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl. I didn't think they was going to get this far. So now they here, even playing field. I think the Rams, I think Stafford, I don't know. I think Stafford pretty much threw that pick. They didn't catch it. The San Fran didn't catch the pick. But Stafford threw the game away. So the man dropped man dropped the ball. So I think that's what I'm saying is Joe Burrow haven't had none of that.
Yes, he has.
Stafford has, bro. Stafford has, bro. Joe Burrow haven't had those obvious. I'm saying Stafford is more, for me, inclined to have the oopsie, the bad.
He's the worst
plays,
quarterback. I'll give you that.
The bad turnovers. Even if he playing better, but he's the one I think can crumble under pressure more so than Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow gonna do his thing.
I think Stafford's gonna have a big day.
I think that home field advantage is gonna benefit them too.
It's not a home field advantage.
Yeah, I don't think the home field advantage matters.
They
don't
playing
at home.
They don't literally
they're playing at home.
They
in
do
their city,
have
though.
fans, right? But
and it's in their city.
I mean,
Cincinnati. I won't be surprised if Cincinnati. It might be 50-50. It's probably gonna be half orange in there.
Nah,
they literally
it's not gonna be half orange,
bro. They don't. They don't. They was literally having. They had to go silent count. They had to go silent count the playoff game because they couldn't hear.
I think
they don't. They fans don't. They don't have. They don't feel the stands. They don't have fans.
It's not like a Buffalo or a Green Bay. Like I'm not saying
it's
that,
nothing close to that.
Yeah, but
it's just people.
It's not
just people.
It's not as worse as like the Chargers though. Like the Chargers have no fans. Like the Rams have some fans.
It's literally the same, but it's the same. You know, it's the same dome. They play in the same arena, Chargers and Rams.
But the Chargers, they don't have any fans though.
Them two are tied for probably the worst fans in the league. I'm not to be funny. So that yes, they do have home field advantage, Mills. I give you that, but that's not saying much. It's honestly, I'm telling you, it's not saying much. I mean, they don't have fans.
It's the Super Bowl, so it's gonna be like a weird game anyway.
But they don't have fans on top of that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I mean that's where all the money is in Los Angeles. A lot of the money is in Los Angeles. So when your team go to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure the money people from Los Angeles are gonna go to the game.
Oh, it's gonna be who's who there, but they don't scream.
Oh, yeah.
A who's who crowd is not screaming. So I mean, it's gonna be a who's who.
That's a fact. If you see the arena is beautiful. Like they got so many. They got the raw like on the ground floor seats. That's like they got a restaurant on an end zone. It's like a restaurant type of feel. Like it's chairs and seats. You can watch the game, eating food. Like it's crazy. It's beautiful. So I actually want to go there. Just last question. Last sports pivoting off of football. I got one question because we talking about basketball. Who would y'all rather have on y'all team? Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, or Russell Westbrook? You had to pick one. This year, how's it going?
Like Kyrie not playing all these games, like that type.
Kyrie playing half the games. Ben Simmons not playing at all right now, or Russell Westbrook playing. Like who, based on in his contract, everything that's surrounding him, the contract of you can't trade Westbrook, Ben Simmons, don't want to be traded, and Kyrie half games.
I would take Russell Westbrook. I don't pin this the Lakers are playing Stanley Johnson top minutes. Stanley Johnson has he wasn't even in the league. We got to stop.
He signed him to a 2-year deal actually,
and that's insane. They signed Taylor Horton Tucker. I've never even heard of his name. To 32.
Yeah, right though.
Whatever.
But third best player.
He's not, but he's really not.
And he is.
Malik Monk is. No, Russell Westbrook is their third best player. When you see the problem is Russell Westbrook doesn't fit with LeBron. We knew that. Everybody knew that going in that Russell Westbrook doesn't fit with LeBron. The issue with the Lakers is that Anthony Davis is not playing like a great player, period. If Anthony Davis was playing lights out, a lot of these things would be mitigated. If he was down low, blocking all the shots, playing like a defensive player like he should, like he's being paid, if he was getting if he was doing Joel Embiid numbers and Giannis numbers like everybody thought, and LeBron was healthy, Russell Westbrook lows, even though he doesn't fit and he has lapses on defense and he can't shoot threes, he's still a good player. He can still kind of get to the basket. He can get fouled. He's not the worst player in the league. He does not fit, but I would rather take him who's going to be with me 82 games. I don't know what, Kyrie doesn't play. He plays every other game away. And Ben Simmons is wilding. So it's just or the Philadelphia's one. I don't want to put it on him, just on him. But my point is, I would take Russell Westbrook and then also, I think they is trying to get fired. What's the coach name of the Lakers?
Well,
yes.
You think so?
Yo, bro, if you look at some of these lineups, it's why is Avery Bradley playing?
He benched Westbrook one game. He benched him in the fourth.
And you can't bench. Yeah. Avery Bradley is the worst NBA player to date. Oh. He is. He cannot shoot. He can't guard nobody. Everybody used to be the best defensive player in the league almost. He literally can't guard me anymore. So it's just why is he even in the game? This roster,
you gotta play the players you got.
The roster is awful. It's like we gotta stop blaming. I'm not saying Russell Westbrook is playing at his peak, but it's damn sure not his fault. Like,
he the highest paid player on the team.
So what? But
they say he's not playing. I mean, statistically, he's not that bad. His field goal percentages is up there.
Russell Westbrook,
I mean, he like 48% from the field, 46, 48.
He has an expiring contract next year. His contract is really not that crazy. Like it's going to be over.
It is. It's $91 million in the next 2 years.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be over next year. It's an expiring deal. Like the money has to go somewhere. It's like it's not even. It's like it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if the most of your cap, he get $45 million a year. Yeah, but that's the most. That's the most the cap hit on the Lakers, right? So that's Kuzma. That's Kuzma. That's
yeah. But they traded for him. Pope. They did that. They made that trade. That was their fault.
No, what I'm saying is, yes. What I'm saying is, you can't. There's no wiggle room to do anything. Because not 125 million is LeBron, Westbrook, and AD.
Yeah, but he's an expiring next year though. So even if this year is a wash, even if whatever happens this year in the playoffs,
that's what I'm saying. All you got is LeBron this year, maybe next year. That's
LeBron,
all. What you gonna do?
I mean, LeBron is not playing right now. Nobody knows what's going on with him. And Anthony Davis. My only issue is with the Lakers is nobody's talking about Anthony Davis. What is he doing?
Like, he just got back.
Okay, I'm waiting. I'm from Missouri. Show me. Why is he not 30 and 30? When Anthony Davis give me 30 and 15, then I'll look at Russell Westbrook and say, all right, you wildin'. So until that point, I'm not looking.
I don't think he got that in him no more.
Well, then he garbage. You need to get rid of him. They need to trade Anthony Davis.
I think this is a harder question. I mean, I don't know. Ben Simmons.
He's the only one playing, bro. Westbrook is the only one playing.
It's between Kyrie and Russell Westbrook. Ben Simmons Kyrie. Is not even in.
I gotta go Kyrie. Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving is better than Russell Westbrook right now. But he's not playing, right?
He's not playing half games. But
and even in the playoffs, at this point, he's not going to be able to play.
Those games matter.
I don't know. I think, but when he plays, he's just better. So I got to go.
He's definitely way better. It's not even close.
But I mean, Ben Simmons, he's just not playing. But if he get traded somewhere, he gonna play. That's the issue. If he do get traded, he gonna play. And
they were talking about a harder him trade the other day. I don't know if it's true or not, but on Sports Center.
We'll see.
Philly could have traded for Harden back then. They said no because they wanted Ben, and they said no. They didn't want to trade Ben Simmons for James Harden, so they messed up. But that's it. That's all I got. Y'all got anything? That's all I got.
We good. That was an hour and 15, like we said.
Oh, that's good. Quality. That's it for me.
Recording stopped.
Remember them regular days when there wasn't no more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block where they stay. And I know they all counting on me. To go, we going straight to the top. You can't never look down on the streets. Remember them regular days when there wasn't no more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block